Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, introducing you to my Metal Gear Solid 2 European Extreme Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the Arsenal Gear section of the game, and this is the first glimpse of being tortured. So this sequence here is very simple on every difficulty. Do not worry about that torture section, but if you do have some reservations about how difficult the torture is going to be, they are well founded, because the torture when Solidus is choking you, I think after the Metal Gear Ray fight or before it, that is one of the most fucking insane things in this game. That is hard. If you do not have a turbo pad, that is probably the hardest part of the game, because not everybody can tap like, you know, some epileptic spastic. Not everybody has the ability to move like a motorized dildo, and I'm one of those people. I can tap pretty quickly because I play a lot of games, but I cannot do it like fucking thunder thumbs, and it makes for a very interesting section, and I have quite a funny story on how I got past it that I'm going to tell in that video. But this is Arsenal Gear. You have no weapons, so this has got to be complete stealth, but luckily enough this section is very easy if you follow the path that I will do. So you've probably found out by now from my commentary or from my gameplay that the enemies cannot hear your footsteps unless you stand on one of those metal plates that make them super loud. This is a technique that does not work on Metal Gear Solid 3 because they added in the enemies hearing, and it makes that game a little bit tough for that reason alone. But this game, the only things that will make a sound are those plates in front of me on this bridge. That is the only area where you will make enough noise to be heard by a guard. But when you get up here, if you crouch on this position, as soon as that guard gets to the end of his path, run past him. He will look left and right, and you will have enough time to go into the ascending colon and have no issue whatsoever in that section. So now that you've done that, you have effectively done the game as far as moving around and stealthing is concerned. Everything from here on out is firefights and boss fights and a torture sequence. And this section here is kind of bullshitty because it's linked into the story. So the Colonel's going fucking nuts, and he's sending you all these ridiculous codec messages, and what you need to do is you have to keep listening to them, because it reinforces something later on that's going to be explained. And you can skip them like I'm doing, but you can't skip this section, unfortunately. You're just going to keep running back and forth and letting him talk madness until it cues a cutscene. And then similar to this section, when you're given back control after the cutscene, you've got to wait again. And it's one of those bits where I wish there was a definitive way of moving the story along, as opposed to just waiting for some kind of, you know, preset timer, because I find that a little bit frustrating. But just keep checking the messages, keep listening to the bullshit. If you want to know how to skip it super fast, I think you tap Y, you press Y once or twice and it does it. On Metal Gear Solid 3 you've got to hold Y, they changed the controls for some reason. And the borders, the cropping of the screen, that means there's going to be a cutscene where Snake turns up. And then after the cutscene he's going to give you a sword, which is the high frequency blade, which is something that you're going to have to get pretty used to using, because if you don't, you're going to be in a world of trouble, because the next two sections are all pretty much sword based and really annoying. So this section here is the bit where you've got to wait for it to time out, and you can slash your sword if you want, you can roll about. You can actually get Pliskin's dog tags on this moment. If you knock Snake out and shake his body, he'll give you some dog tags. But be very careful, because if you hurt him and you don't knock him out, he'll attack you. And Snake on European Extreme can kill you in a combo. He's killed me, so just be careful with that. But that's the end of that section, and I will see you in the next videos, guys, where shit gets hard. You take care now.